Hello, beautiful people. It is your favorite real estate broker in the whole entire world. And today we are going to talk about why, in my opinion, Killeen is the house hacking capital of Texas. Let's get into it. Now, if you're not familiar with the term house hacking, today we're going to get into the definition of it and a few of the reasons why I think Killeen is one of the best places in the country to do so. And I have a couple of clients right now that are actively getting into this house hacking game. So I wanted to bring that information to you so maybe you could decide if it's a good move for your situation. One, what is house hacking? House hacking is a real estate investment strategy that has become increasingly more popular over the years. It's a strategy where you buy either a single family home, but preferably a multi-family home, and then you live in one of the units and rent out the others. Or if it's a single family home, you rent out one of your rooms, but you are purchasing with the intent to use the rest of the space as an investment. Why is that so key? Because if you live in the house or in one of the units, then you're able to purchase that property with the minimum down payment required. So if you are a VA buyer, you can use your VA loan and essentially buy an investment property with zero money down. If you are not, then you can still use an FHA loan and purchase an investment property with 3.5% down. Why is that key? Well, normally if you're buying a property just with the intent of using it as an investment property, then you would need at least 20% down. So this is a chance to lower the barrier of entry and get you into a house, and this has long-term and short-term investment benefits. You get to use my favorite three letters, OPM, other people's money, in order to subsidize your mortgage. And this is great because you can pay down your principal faster, you can lower your cost of living, or you can even add a little extra cash flow to your pocket every month just because you bought a multifamily home. Now, I've got three reasons why I think Killeen is the house hacking capital of Texas. Let's hop into them right now. But before we do, if you're interested in house hacking, reach out. Would love to talk to you. We sell duplexes, fourplexes, single family, and the market is just ripe with opportunity right now. Number one is cost of living. The cost of living in Killeen is still relatively low, so that makes it easy for the amount of rents that you collect to cover your mortgage payment. If it doesn't cover the whole thing, then it at least covers majority of it, so your out-of-pocket expense is minimal at best. The average price for a duplex in our area right now is right around $300K. And the average rent for one side of a duplex right now is right around $1,200. The average cost for a fourplex in our market right now is $400K, with each unit renting at an average of $850 per unit. So multiply that by 3. Go get your mortgage calculator, plug in the numbers, and see what that potentially looks like for you. Could be an amazing opportunity. Another hack to this is you could do short-term leasing, and that'll really maximize the amount of profit that you get on one or more of the units. I've got clients right now who have duplexes and fourplexes, and they do short-term leasing on at least one of the units, and they're telling me that they're bringing in about 3 times what they would make per month on a long-term lease. 3 times the amount of profit. Now, that is really just unheard of. Number 2, Killeen's rental market is strong for short-term and for long term. Of course, we have the military, lifeblood of this town. Some of them know that they're only gonna be here for a year or two, so they pop in, don't wanna plant roots, they're gonna lease. Their basic allowance for housing is gonna cover that amount of the rent, so you know that you have a nice, strong renter in place. Even though they won't be there forever, there are low odds of them actually missing a payment. On the short term side, things flow really smoothly as well because a lot of soldiers come in for training. You have families that come in to visit their soldiers while they're here at Fort Hood. You also have traveling nurses or families that just PCS'd in and maybe they're waiting for their house to be built or waiting for the house that they're buying to close and they just need a short-term place to stay in the interim. The median rent here in Killeen is up 5% year over year, and that's expected to continue as the city grows. Also, on the short-term side, AirDNA is a site that gives you good short-term lease data. They have Killeen ranked as a 70 out of 100. So like that's not the greatest thing in the world, but it certainly isn't bad. And at the height, I saw occupancy rates on the short-term rentals get as high as 75%. So 75% of the time, you have someone occupying your short-term rental. And that leads me to number 3. There is plenty of inventory on multifamily homes here in the Central Texas area. They come in all shapes, sizes, and price points. One of the unique things about Killeen as a whole is there are some really nice areas that are all duplexes and fourplexes. They are areas that I would not mind living myself or having any of my family members live. We have more areas here than most places that I'm aware of that have duplexes and fourplexes that are in a really, really good side of town. Some of them are like tucked away in these little coves just kind of by themselves, and there may be 20 duplexes in this little cove and they're all built in like 2004, 2008, and so they're in really good condition and like super centrally located. I think that's one of the amazing perks. At the time of this recording, there is an entire duplex development being built like right off of one of the highways with an average price of about $350K. Now, in my opinion, Killeen has like super duper growth potential because of where it's located. And I think in the future, it will just be devoured by Austin's metro area. And to kind of give you an idea of like the growth potential that I'm seeing, I found, first of all, I could only find a couple duplexes for sale in the Austin area. As you get to Georgetown, there are a few other options. The average price on those ones in Georgetown that are like 30 minutes away from Killeen, maybe 30 minutes away from Austin. So I searched around in the Austin area to see if I could find a duplex for sale. The only ones that I could find were 1 bedrooms, 1 bath, and they were selling for $750. And if you go to areas like Georgetown, they also have duplexes for sale, but the average price is about $100,000 more than purchasing a duplex in the Killeen area. Funny thing is, I couldn't even find duplexes as nice as the ones in Killeen when I looked around in Austin. So I think that's huge opportunity there. And we do these duplex deals all the time, so we'd be more than happy to help you out. So that's why I think Killeen is the perfect place to start your house hacking, real estate investing journey because our cost of living is low. We have ample opportunity and a really strong rental market. These things just make Killeen hard to beat in my opinion. So I would love to hear from you. Have you considered house hacking? Are you considering house hacking right now? Are you currently house hacking right now? I would love to see your story. Hope you guys got some value out of this. Like, subscribe, do the things that YouTube likes for me so I can keep making these videos and so more people can get access to this good information. That's the video for today. Thank you for spending a few minutes here with me, and I will see you on the flip side. Peace.